Smoking on the best, I'm kicking sauce that Carolina shit. Niggas only gangster when they tryna beef by the bitch. Cash out like casinos in this bitch, we tryna hit a lick. Hustle to survive, the only way to make it out the sticks. If you ain't playing,
what's going on? So we back in the shop. We got another Dodge in. We're doing a 4-inch rough country lift kit. Doesn't come with anything but spindles, shocks, rear level, sway bar links. It's got the bump stop stuff over there, and then some brake line extenders and shit like that. But yes, this is 2-wheel drive, so we're gonna be knocking it out pretty quickly. It doesn't take really long with these kits at all. So let's go ahead and get it up in the air, take the parts off, and then we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we went ahead and got down to knocking out one side already. So like I said before, it's just the spindle, the strut, and then the brake line extension piece. That's pretty much all we got to do on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the other side, knock that out, and then we'll move on to the back. All right, so I got both sides finished up in the front, so everything is good to go. So let's go ahead and put these wheels and tires on here so that way we can just verify fitment and everything, and then we'll go ahead and put it down, get to the rear, knock that out, and then we'll be pretty much done with this truck. And we got a Yukon pulling up in about 30 minutes that we're gonna be doing a spindle lift on. So go ahead and knock this out. We'll get on that tomorrow, and we'll have plenty of fucking content for the next couple weeks because we got a lot of shit coming. So the front lift is finished up, and the wheels are looking good on here. So doesn't look like there's gonna be any interference or anything. I'm gonna kind of tidy up that wire just so it don't snatch it when he turns that way. But other than that, looking good. I had to throw them in some lug nuts just because the OEM ones usually don't fit aftermarket wheels. So you gotta pretty much throw those out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to the back, take these wheels off. We'll go ahead and put on the coil spacer, the extended bump stop thing, and then the sway bar links and shocks, and then we'll be pretty much finished up. Rear end finished up. I was just in here grinding just because, like I said, I got to drop off in between doing all this. But got both shocks in, the bump stops. We got the upper coil spacer up there, and we got the miscellaneous brackets and shit, sway bar links. But this is pretty much it for the rear, so we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this damn thing up, go ahead and jack it up, put it on the wheels, and then we'll be pretty much done. So let's go ahead and knock that out, and then we'll move on to looking at it complete. All right, so we got it all finished up right in the nick of time. Sun's going down, so I'm about to go ahead and roll my ass on up out of here. But everything's complete. I just got to get the alignment somewhat straight in the front, and then I'm gonna roll out. But the rear lift is good. I got the rear tires on, everything is torqued. I got the center caps and everything back on it, so we should be good to go ahead and pull this damn thing out as soon as I get that front wheel aligned. It doesn't really need too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it situated that way. It's not really too big of a difference whenever he comes and picks it up until he gets in alignment. But yeah, everything looks good. So I guess we'll get back out here in the morning, and we'll pretty much get some nice little shots outside. I can get some pictures of it whenever it's finished, and then we'll get out there and start on the Yukon in the morning. So everything is finished up on this Ram, so we're going ahead and moving on to the spindle lift inside the shop. But yeah, everything lined up good. It don't have any issues like that, no scrubbing, no nothing like that. Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and run into the shop so that way we can get the next one done. Just take a look at that shit, man. Take a look at this front end and them grouts poking out, my boy. Yes, sir. But yeah, we got some hella projects back here, but we're starting on the Yukon. We got everything that he's going to need. So we're doing the spindle lift on this damn thing. This is a 4-wheel drive Yukon, so we're basically going to be doing a CV axle, deleting all that, and adding the 2-wheel drive hubs. So everything back here is pretty much all he's going to need. He's got the spindles, lowers, tie rods, uppers. Got the struts with a 2-inch level on the top. He's going to do the 2.5 on the bottom. Got some upgraded sway bar links, sway bar bushings, 2-wheel drive hubs, like I said, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into knocking this out. We should have this damn thing pretty much done by today. All right, in backyard built fashion, I done jumped ahead of myself and didn't film shit, but y'all know how it goes. Just ripped apart the whole front end, got everything ready to go. I'm gonna go and grab some black paint so that way I can go ahead and clean up the frame a little bit, make it look better for them. And cut the bump stop. You don't really need that at all whenever you're doing any lift kit or anything lifting the truck. A lot of people like to fucking argue about it online, saying that you need that shit. That shit don't do no fucking good for the truck at all. So you need all the travel that you can get whenever you have suspension. So cut that shit out unless you want to keep replacing ball joints every couple miles and, you know, hear knocking every time you hit a bump. But I got the other side pretty much ready to go. I got to cut the bump stop out on this side. I just literally finished before I picked up the camera. So I got all the old shit back here, the old sway bar bushings, all that other shit, all of this shit was clapped out and needed to be replaced. The only thing I'd say worth salvaging is probably the lowers and struts and axles, if that. But yeah, we're pretty much rolling. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this shit come back so that way we can go ahead and throw everything back together up front. All right, so we are back. I went and got the paint and everything. I got everything situated. So just got back, started putting some parts on. I got the uppers, the lowers, and these tie rods in. Got the frame painted. It looks kind of glossy in some areas because it was just bare metal, and in some areas just still had the black on it, but looks a lot better than it was before. You really ain't gonna be able to see it unless you get up to it. So yeah, lowers, uppers are in, tie rods are in, everything is ready to go. So I'm about to go ahead and get these struts put in, the spindles, hubs, lower level, and then the sway bar links, and it will be pretty much finished up. So all right, so been busting ass for a little bit. So got the spindle in, upper in. I got the 2.5 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Got the tie rods put in, and everything else is pretty much assembled. Just got to put the sway bar link in. I'm gonna do that when it's on the ground, just so I can see where it needs to be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So just make sure whenever you're doing this shit, just put a jack up underneath, like I got on that side, up underneath the control arm. Compress the strut enough to push the ball joint. Once I get this side finished, we'll pretty much start trying to put the wheels on and all that shit, and we'll see if it fits with spacers. If not, I got some. Just gonna have to get some lugs for them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this, finish this all up. That way we can kind of see it 100% complete. All right, so we got everything pretty much finished up. Just tidied up a couple things. I'm gonna wait to tighten up the sway bar links and the lower control arms once I get it on the ground, but everything is looking good. Got the brake line brackets just kind of been out the way. I'm gonna wait until I get it on the ground to see exactly where I need to kind of push it away from. But a lot of these sway bar links, you're supposed to kind of flip it down and have that hinge piece on the bottom. But with these lower control arms, you see it's kind of notched in. So you can't fit it that way, and they have to kind of be facing towards the wheel and engine itself. So yeah, that's gonna be the only way that you get it in. It's got a little bit of interference right here. I mean, if it drops any lower than that, it's gonna hit, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue. So I'm gonna just zip that down. As soon as I get it on its own weight, it probably won't even be nowhere close. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm getting to. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it up in the air high enough to go ahead and try to see if I can test fit these wheels on. If I don't need a spacer, we'll go ahead and throw it on the ground and just go ahead and tighten up everything, finish it up, and see what it looks like. If not, then gonna have to go grab some lug nuts and put them spacers on that I got over there laying, and that should kind of solve everything for them. So all right, so as I said before, probably gonna need these spacers because there's no space. It's hitting the upper control arm, like I said. I kind of figured because I've done this so much, but got these 2-inch spacers that I just had laying around. Just got to go get some lug nuts for them so that way I can fit a socket in there because they're small as shit. But yeah, this is pretty much how much space you got right there. It's definitely touching, and let's see if you can see that. 1/4-inch spacer definitely helped that shit, but I don't want it to fucking be touching or do any type of crazy shit whenever he's driving, especially on the way back. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go grab these lug nuts, and then we'll get right back, throw these wheels on and the spacers and shit, and then we'll put it on the ground and we should be good to go. All right, so we are finally done with the spindle lift. Was a little bit of a bitch trying to get all this little shit and kind of running back and forth, but weren't that bad. So everything turned out good. Ended up getting those lug nuts and running these 2-inch spacers. You can get away with like a 1.5, maybe a 1-inch, but you know, that's up to you. It's personal preference. All I had on hand was a 2-inch. So got the camber adjusted and all that stuff. Everything is tight. Got the brake lines just hanging out until you kind of get some brackets or something situated. Sway bar links look pretty good. Don't look like there's gonna be any interference on that side. Yeah, tie rods aren't really too bad of an angle with it just sitting on the ground, and the angles aren't terrible at all. Honestly, looks kind of like a, you know, 2-inch leveling kit on a OEM setup. So it's not bad. These spindles are, like I said, damn, the best bang for your buck. You could probably put some 37s on this damn thing, scrub a little bit or have to trim a little bit, and pretty much clear. So she's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and get this damn thing pulled out and see kind of what it looks like on level ground, and yeah, we'll go from there. So not too bad. All right, so we got her all finished up and pulled out the shop. I just got the alignment somewhat sorted out. The driver's side kind of pulled out as far as the camera goes, but everything else looks good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to get the video at least before the sun went down. And yeah, she's clean. She's sitting up real nice. But yeah, just a 4.5-inch spindle lift. It's got the 2 on the top, 2.5 on the bottom, extended 2 to 4 uppers and all the extras. But I definitely probably recommend getting some aftermarket tie rods, probably like some KSPs or something like that. Some heavy duty ones or kryptonite, something like that. But yeah, other than that, you'll be good to go. So that's it for this one.